Hi everyone, Michelle Markey with Medina Domestic Art Studio, and this is going to be a video on how to apply a DTF transfer using your iron on plain white cotton. The very first thing and you guys have heard me say this, this is a very clean ironing board cover, but if you saw the one that's underneath it, it was so gross, there's no way I could let it be in a video. Then you'd really have thoughts, weird thoughts about me. Anyway, this is a silicone press sheet. These are often used with heat presses. Now, I'll probably do a video on a heat press, but I actually think that most of you are going to end up applying these with your iron. So I wanted to give you an up-close, step-by-step process using an iron, and I'll do a heat press at some other time. Actually, you can go on YouTube, you can find a ton of them, and so I don't know. You go probably find somebody who can do a better video than I can. So I've got this down first to protect against any gunk from the ironing board cover. I have my iron set at the highest cotton linen setting. This is going to need to warm up for a minute or so I can speak while I'm doing that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring my piece of cotton sateen over. Now, I'll be teaching this class here in a couple of weeks in Plano. And the very first thing I do with all of my cotton sateen is I actually give it a really good press. I do give it a good squirt of best press to get it nice and very nice and flat, get as many of the wrinkles out as possible. Now, then I'm going to pull over my transfer. This is one of my patterns. I'm actually quite pleased with it. I've done it on several things now and it looks great. Just to hold this up, I want you to see what the iron transfer looks like. It's kind of on frosted plastic, but I think what's more important is what it looks like from the back. Now, what you're seeing is the actual side that's going to go onto the fabric. The white stuff that you see here is actually an adhesive. And prior to that, the printer actually prints ink directly onto this plastic film. And then a adhesive powder is placed over the wet ink where it immediately adheres to the ink. And then they dry it. I think actually it's done with heat. Again, you can go find additional. I am not going to buy one of these printers, by the way, y'all. I am going to purchase these. From what I've watched, they're kind of a royal pain in the you-know-what, and I've got too much on my plate anyway. So I'm going to continue to purchase these. I think I've stated in other videos that I have used Ninja transfers as well as Jiffy shirts. They are two mass producers, and you can send off your own pattern to them, and they will print it out for you, just like they've done for me on this rose. Okay, so now I'm going to place, I'm going to kind of zoom out here so that you can see, I'm going to place this as central as I can to the fabric, and then what I'm going to do is I have a piece of parchment paper here, okay? And I'm going to place it over the pattern. Now, the reason I like parchment paper is that I can really get a good visual of the design so that I can see where I'm ironing as I go forth. Now, the next few minutes, I'm actually not going to talk. I will speed this up in the video so that you don't have to sit here and be bored to tears. But let me tell you what it is I'm doing. I am pressing the iron down firmly and counting to 15. I will be doing that and lapping over each section as I go so that this has got complete heat coverage. Now, you cannot heat or overheat the design at all. However, you can overheat the cotton and potentially scorch it. Hence why you've got the parchment paper down. Now, I have yet to scorch my fabric with the iron as long as I'm using the parchment paper. But of course, there's always a first time. So I'm just giving you that heads up ahead of time and making sure that you don't scorch your fabric, ruin your design, and throw away money just because you didn't understand the instructions properly. So hang tight while I iron this. Okay, now I'm going to lift the parchment paper up, but I'm not touching my transfer until it is completely cool. So I'm going to pause the video here and then come back and show you how to peel away the plastic. Okay, everyone, I'm back and it's cool. Don't feel any heat. And I mean, when I say I don't feel any heat, like there's not even a hint of any heat. So I'm going to start up in the corner and I'm going to very slowly peel this back. And let's see if I can do this one-handed. I mean, this is the other thing. This is so much easier than vinyl. This is so much, I don't know, I have a Cricut, and frankly, I gave up on it. I had originally wanted to do my Zen by the Sea quilt using Cricut cutouts, and it frustrated me so much to do the weeding that I just felt like, ugh, no. Now that I have found DTF, though, it's a different story altogether. Now, this isn't normally this hard, but doing it one hand, of course, is. But you notice everything's peeling off nicely. And voila, woohoo. So it came out great. Now, here's what I do, and it's just me being anal because I like everything to be smooth and finished. I'm just going to flip this over, keeping the pattern on the sheet underneath, the protective sheet, the silicone mat, and I'm just going to give it a quick press. You can see there's a little tiny bit of bubbling going on. I'm just going to smooth that out. It's really no big deal. Try not to do this from the front, please, unless you've got your parchment paper over it. I did almost ruin an earlier print that I was doing, and you know, I'm just passing on my little tips, as I always do, you know, try to save you from ruining any of your work. But, ta-da! There we go. DTF now on the, and I wish you could feel this. It feels, you can feel it there, okay? I'm not going to lie. You can feel it, but it's minimal. It actually feels like digital fabric, if any of y'all know what I'm talking about. So there you go. That is how to apply a DTF onto fabric. Now, if this was a t-shirt or a denim shirt, it's absolutely no different than the process you saw right here. However, if you're getting ready to do this either on a shirt or denim or anything else and you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below and I will be happy to get back with you. If you like this video, of course, the routine is to subscribe and like and subscribe, whichever process you want to go with. And as always, thanks for watching.